Guys, hello? I think the show's about to start. Like now? BTP?
All right.
Hello. This is a really awkward episode without Zach. Simon, thank you so much for stepping in. Simon is almost becoming our second Ben, right? But like better than Ben because he can actually do stuff, you know. So he's almost gonna be like the if there's the sixth man off the bench, he's the seventh man. So
yeah, second Ben is my new handle.
Yeah. Anyways, everyone, welcome. Blah 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 blah. I have no idea how to say, but please welcome our guest Jesse Ballz.
Hey, Jesse!
Blah 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 blah. Here's the get. Got it.
That was probably
That was
the
like a
best
really
intro
good
I've
intro.
ever heard.
I get that a lot. Blah blah blah. This is Jesse.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah, you know her.
Not our usual stuff. So Jesse, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a girl that lives in Arizona that loves toys. I'm a Rancor activist. We need to free them all. So any of them that you see in captivity, let them out. And I mostly deal in just vintage Kenner, but I do also collect the Motu Origins line. I'm not doing vintage with them. I can't afford it. Like I can't do another vintage line. It's just too expensive. And I am absolutely in love with Donnie. That's my first love from Ninja Turtles. I do only collect Donnie. I don't collect anything, just Donnie. Anything that has his face on it, I'll get it. I love him so much.
He's my favorite too.
Oh, he's the best.
So,
he's the best.
So what is it about? Actually, you know what? That's a boring question. Because you love Donnie stuff and Star Wars stuff, what is like the furthest you have gone for like a collectible distance wise to pick something up that you really wanted?
Well, I don't really. It's rare that I go somewhere with something in mind or to buy something specific. But I mean, I guess the farthest I've gone to, and I've gone hunting and bought things, was a Chicago toy show. That's pretty freaking awesome. They do it like 3 times a year.
Hey, that's me.
Go.
That's me.
I'm going there in June.
I love it so much. I love the Chicago Toy Show. I've been a few times, and just the best deals you can find there. And I mean, I think I got my working Star Wars R2. Oh God, sorry. My working Star Wars R2D2 remote control, and then I have a Rancor, box Rancor I had gotten from there, and some coins, and that's probably the farthest I've gone. But I've never, I've bought things as far as like New Zealand and stuff, but I haven't gone there to get it or whatever. If it's a good deal, it's a good deal.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, some of that stuff can be so pricey. I'm sure you guys know in your lines, there's just stuff that like your Grail pieces that are
so expensive.
So expensive.
Yes.
Speaking of Grails, what's like the one toy or just one collectible in general that is like your Grail?
So it's my Grail piece, and I kick myself. I will tell everyone and anyone who wants to hear this. I want an Ewok battle wagon. They're very hard to come by complete. They're freaking amazing. The whole Endor playset and everything is just, I love everything about Return of the Jedi. And I had a chance to get one. I was just poor at the time, and I was like, I can't, I'm sorry, thank you for offering. And it was such a good deal. And now it's like literally just 900 times that price now to get one. So now it's like my Grail piece that someday I'll come across it again for super, super cheap, but they're amazing. They have like a huge bantha head skull on the front, and they got the battering ram inside, and they're just so fucking cool. Like they're just so interactive and cool. I love them so much. Everything about that line for Return of the Jedi and Endor is a Grail piece to me, but that's one I want so bad someday.
I remember that piece.
It's beautiful.
I think that my older, like my stepbrother had it, because I do remember like a swinging battery. Maybe that was. There's also like that King of Thieves, Robin Hood line that
they have the exact same vehicle. You're absolutely right. It's the same thing, but it doesn't come with the bantha skull, of course, and all of that. but it has the same. I actually have the Sherwood Forest up there because it's the exact same thing. It's just a darker green, and they have treetops, which is really cool.
You see,
So-
Jesse, when you said Donnie, like you're playing in my playground, like that, I understand. But you're talking about some weird stuff. Simon's over here talking about some Robin Hood. I have no idea what you guys are saying.
Oh, Robin Hood, King of Thieves used the exact same molds because they were from the Kenner Company as well for the Kenner line. So a lot of it, like Friar Tuck is a Gamorrean guard. There's just a lot of it's the same. So the Sherwood Forest is the Endor, the Ewok Village playset. It's the exact same set, only it has a darker green instead of the lighter tan that the Ewok comes with. It's very silly, but yeah. And then they have treetops, which is just, they look so good with the treetops. So those are hard to come by too.
That's funny. So how disappointed were you that they didn't complete the Rancor vintage collection like HasLab?
So, okay, I don't really collect modern. So I love Rancor. And actually that was one of the few that I was like, oh, they did him right. Because they make him so gross sometimes. Like, he's a beautiful creature. I really do love Rancor. Like, I truly wish I just love him so much. I think he's the sweetest thing in the world. And I'm like, I just want to save him. But they make him like, they kind of make him monstery sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's not what he is really. If that makes kind of like Jabba, how like, yes, Jabba's a gross, but sometimes they go overboard and they make him disgusting. And you're like, that's not really necessary. We already get it. Like, that's not what they are. Yeah. I mean, like when they did that re-imaging or whatever, the CGI, oh, my heart broke. They just ruined Jabba. Like, there was no reason to do that.
That was horrible.
It was so bad. Why would we disrespect Jim Henson like that? Like, I just don't understand why we were like, hey, you did something amazing and phenomenal, but hey, fuck you. We're gonna get some computer to do it, and it just looked so bad. So bad.
The way it's aged too is terrible. Like that.
Oh yeah, it's CGI never really ages well. Have you ever noticed that? Like within a year, it looked horrible. Right. You're just kind of like, oh, I can totally tell. Like it almost looks like someone stuck a sticker in there, and it's just moving around with whatever is going on.
So, Jesse, your page is like heavily dedicated, and like obviously through what we've talked about, it's very heavily Star Wars. So, like, why Star Wars? What is it about that IP that's like drawing you in?
Well, I'm sure everybody's got kind of the same story when it comes to any type of collecting. We all have a weird collecting thing. We start with rocks or whatever, and like it's tied to some sort of thing. My dad was a big dork. He's not with me anymore. We shared this passion for Star Wars, and it was just a silly thing that was always on in our house. I didn't pay much attention to it till I got older, and then it was like, oh, there's a storyline here. Like I always thought Battle for Endor and Caravan of Courage, I thought that was Star Wars because like the stuff was just always on. And then I remember like actually paying attention and being like, wait, where's the little girl? And like, where's Wicket? Why isn't he running around? And things like that. Or when Wicket would show up, I'm like, I don't remember this braided, this girl in the brown dress being here or anything like that. So it was like just something me and my dad always did together, like Planet of the Apes, things like that. He explained to me like just everywhere, Lord of the Rings. He introduced that to me. Like the Hobbit cartoon was one of my most favorite things in the world when I was little. Yeah. And then it was just like, it's just somewhere to go, like, the world's great. We're very lucky to be here, but sometimes it really sucks. And it's just like a really nice place to go. And then I get to like bring that to my kids, and I get to like show them parts of my dad that they'll never get to see. And like, that's exciting for me.
Sully, any questions for Jesse?
I was going to ask, like, for people who don't follow you or don't know you, what is your IG about? Like, what do you do on it?
It really is just like sharing our like collecting love. It's really that. It's not specifically just for Star Wars. I have a lot of other dumb stuff on there, like Motu and Ninja Turtle stuff, mostly Donnie, but like, and it's just nostalgia in general. Like, just because we're older, we can still have fun. We don't have to. There's no rules, and none of this shit's real. So like, just enjoy being here for a little bit. Like nobody said we had to stop doing any of it.
And you do a lot of giveaways too. I've
yes,
seen that
I
where
have
you're
a
like,
big one coming up, like a huge one.
All right, we're gonna be involved. Jesse, in 45 seconds. Where does the Jesse Ballz name come from?
It's
And
the
what is
stupidest
that?
thing ever. I was at a bar. I was very drunk. I love Eminem. I was rapping Eminem, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, this white chick has balls," and a bunch of girls were saying, "Oh," that were my friends, were like, "Jesse Balls, Jesse Balls," and I was
Nice.
like 22, and I changed my Instagram handle to that because I was drunk,
there you
and
go.
it just stuck. It's a good
All right,
conversation starter.
Yeah.
The absolute best. All right, we're gonna cut you off. So we're gonna play a game called Light Side or Dark Side. So you just answer kind of what you feel like. So, tan or pale?
Pale.
Wow.
Okay. Would you rather hear about Darth Plagueis the Wise or more about midichlorians?
The wise. I'm gonna murder the name, so I can't say the name.
Nice.
All right. In a cantina, do you shoot first or second?
First.
It is so you're trying to get into your summer bathing suit. You're trying to lose a little bit of weight at the end. You're hungry. It's 1 a.m. There's leftover pizza. Dark side, eat the pizza or stay on the diet.
Can I do half and half? I just take the pizza off and then I eat it still.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Then definitely I'm eating the pizza. I'm all the way and I'm eating that pizza.
All right, dark side it is.
Would you rather live forever or would you rather start your life over knowing everything that you know now?
Oh God.
That's a tough one.
That is so freaking hard. Shoot. Start over.
Start over.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather get rich quickly, but it's illegal, or hard work legally?
So quickly?
Quickly, but it's illegal, or
Long and legally.
long and legally, hard work.
Quick and illegal.
The dark side. She's choosing the dark side.
Yeah, I want it right now.
What's more fun? Getting drunk off of like one drink or pounding down 10? Keep in mind you have 10 seconds.
One drink.
One drink. Simon?
It's easy. Red lightsaber, green lightsaber.
Red.
Red.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
And we're out.
Yo, welcome to the hot seat. Special guest Gomez, y'all. It's so exciting. The right lighting can make your dial pop. It's a numbers game. Learn your angles and just watch. 12 minutes to go. This or that. Mesco Turtles or them Superman packs. Live on stream, you can catch these kids giving y'all the best toy shots on the grid.